Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. Same channel, different name. Your girl is growing, so your girl has rebranded herself. Still the same OG doc, okay? Still doing the same shows, except for tonight we're going to add Abbott Elementary to the roster. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? This is your episode recap, dual recap, 3 and 4 of the Black Hamptons. How you doing? In honor of Mother Wendy. Like I said, new name, fresh, new subscribers. Come on in. Still commercial free entertainment, but you better come on in while it's free. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. So the name of this episode is Life's a Beach. Now, what I love about this show is they're not shy about showing Black people beaching, honey. It is so groovy, and I love it. I love to see it. And Malcolm is on the beach, and everybody's looking like, who is that fine specimen? And then they realize it's old Vanessa's husband. But still, inside tea that I did not know about. Malcolm, the character on this show, Malcolm, is actually married to Terry. I think her name is Terry, the one that used to play as Adams A. Jenkins on the Steve Harvey show. Yeah, they're married. I was like, what a delicious couple. So the gossips are out there, and I don't know any of the gossips' name. I'm not going to try. But we're going to talk about the beach gossips. The beach gossips are out there talking about how fine Malcolm is, and they're talking about how, wow, I mean, we didn't know how fine he was. And then one of them said, yeah, because he's always in a suit. But now he's about to go swimming. Then there's talking about they can see why 2.0 keeps marrying him. But 2.0 keeps marrying him because, in a way, she wants to be married to him, but it's still an arranged marriage. Then Martin also comes up out the water, and they're talking about how fine he is as well, but not as fine as Malcolm. Baby, when I tell you Martin is my crush, that little young tender, that's my TV crush, baby. So Mrs. Britton comes out, and she also speaks to the gossips, and she's like, she pulls a, hey girl, from Friday on, like, whatever. I don't like these batches. I just spoke to be polite. Which, for some reason, Giselle from Potomac can't even do that much. All she had to do was throw up her hand and went, hey girl. You know, there's nothing to do. So Malcolm confronts Everett. He used to play as Randall on If Loving You Is Wrong. And Everett tells him, look, man, I like how you doing things, discussing things with me, man to man. If I had a problem with you, I will let you know. And Malcolm said the same thing, but, you know, they're really arguing over Morgan, the man. Malcolm says that he knows that Everett is jealous of him, and Everett says, no, it was the other way around because I'm not ashamed of who I am. 1.4 Everett on them. Everett says he doesn't mind the whole world seeing him and his boo together at the Black Hamptons. He wants the whole world to know that Morgan is his boo. And the next thing, we have Bobby the Beast. And finally, I'm going to say her name on the show and try not to call her Black China. So here's the scene with Black China and Bobby the Beast. And there I go calling her Black China again. Her name is Karen on this show. Spelled like Karen Steffens, oddly. Karrin. Take my black card. I haven't read the Superhead book yet. It's fine. So he goes out to the pool and lets her know that he's going to try to recruit the chief's kid. and he's about to go for a little run with him. And she doesn't want him to leave her, but he's like, it's just business, baby. Just hold on. I'll be back, and we're going to do some things in the pool. And I'm not talking about swimming. I heard that. Okay. Now, mind you, I guess I'm kind of on his side, even though he's a hoe, because, he did distract her from her feelings for Martin. But her and Martin made a cute couple, and actually, she and Bobby the Beast make a cute couple as well. So now I'm kind of torn. So Sid and Anthony are having a deep discussion, and she wants to know where he was. And he's not telling her, so she's like, I checked your GPS location, and you were somewhere like Wyandotte. He's like, you checking my GPS location? She's like, yeah, babe, I'm worried about you. So Bobby the Beast catches up with the chief's son, and he lets him know, he's like, buttering him up, you the best dude, I know you want to go to the Olympics, but we'll love to have you on the BTB team. And then he's like, oh yeah, man, cool. Yeah, let's do this run. So she's take off running. So when Martin sees Karen, he is so excited to see her. And then Bobby runs up and he's like, ma'am, can we help you with something? And he's like, no, I just wanted to say hi. And then Bobby's like, but hey. And then he said, baby, you remember that thing we did last night? And Martin's rolling his eyes in the air because, he really has a thing for Karen. But Mama Britton ain't down with it. So Mama Britton and her right-hand woman, who is actually her husband's love child, are having a conversation. And she says, I have to keep my son away from that hussy because, she could see what's going on down at the beach. I'm telling you, I'm talking about. Now, this is living. I love it. I don't know what the budget is for this show, but the opulence is shown here. And I love how Carl Weber does this even on a streaming show. Okay? And it doesn't look fake. Everything looks real, and the scenery is beautiful. If I'm telling you, this is the show for you if you don't watch anything else on BET Plus. This is the show. So, Miss Britton is telling her right-hand woman, who is actually her stepdaughter, I would love for you and Martin to get together. And she's like, Martin and I are more like brothers and sisters. Foreshadowing. So Sid and Anthony are having a heated discussion, and he's letting her know that the only thing that he and Vanessa have going on is just business. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. Stay the hell away from Vanessa Britton. I said what the fuck I said, and I'm going to the beach. And you ain't getting no pool. Nah. So Eli, the gentrifier, the Caucasian on the show, who is trying to gentrify the Black Hamptons, he goes up to the judge and he's like, oh, what up, man? Can I get that property over there on Clearview Drive? It's like, I give you $2.5 million for it. He said, my ex-wife owns that property. Man, I heard you was cheating on your wife, but I didn't know you was, giving her the house over there. Then he said, man, you can have that house. And it's not even worth $2.5 million. I'm going fishing. Deuces. And chunks him up and walks off. He's like, maybe I could call her. Can I get that number? And he's like, psh, and closes his trunk and goes fishing. And leaves him standing there looking like a fool. Now in the next scene we have Malcolm, and so in the next scene we have Karen and the BTB boys. Am I saying that right? BTB? Yeah. And we have the Karen and the BTB boys, and they like, I'm trying to get this boy. I want this kid. And it's like, man, what we gonna do? I mean, his dad is a cop. We running the roadblocks. And then Bobby the Beast said, don't worry about it. I got you. Then he said, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's $500,000. He's like, well, there ain't nothing like sleeping on $500,000. What is daddy gonna do? Steal it? He's a cop. So one of the trainers is like, I think we're wasting this time on this kid. Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm going to go all in. You heard me? So down to the beach, Leslie walks up, Sid is out there, and Brenda is also out there. Brenda is the wife to the judge. So she's like, why you didn't tell me my house was worth $3 million? And she's like, no, your house is worth $2 million. According to Eli, what he has told Brenda is that the Brittons are keeping, and Leslie are keeping her property value down. So she has a good mind to sell. The only thing I've ever tried to do, according to Leslie, is keep the Black Hamptons black. I heard that, sissy. And she's like, no, it's control. That's what Brittany says. And then she said, but your interest rates are low. Yes, that's a form of control. Leslie, just give me a chance. Give me a chance to match his deal. Oh, Eli said you would say that. Now, according to Sid, she's like, hold on there, Chief. So Sid is like, even though they did me dirty last year, and they was like, well, they did you dirty and you're no longer with them. You're not under the Britain Bank and Trust. And she said, I may not be under the Britain Bank and Trust, but this beach is ours. Just because people have more money, that doesn't mean that we should sell to them or to the highest bidder. Some things are more valuable than money. And that land, the property, everything is owned by black people in the Black Hamptons. So let's keep it black. All right, I heard that's it. And then she said, I watched them taking Harlem. Shout out to them taking Harlem. Gentrification. Then Clinton Hill down in Brooklyn. Let's keep this land amongst ourselves. Okay? And even though I cannot stand Carolyn Brennan's ass, her low interest rates are keeping this land for us, for our grandkids, my great grandkids, so we can create generational wealth. All right, come on, Sid, with that speech on the beach. So, will Brenda reconsider? Yeah, she's going to reconsider. But if she gives Leslie the listening, she wants her to take half the commission. Got it? In the next scene, we have the chief, and he has that contract that Bobby the Beast wants his son to sign. So he wants Jeffrey to take a look at it. So the Brents are at lunch and simultaneous scenes. They're discussing how Eli is trying to gentrify the Black Hamptons. Back at the beach with the sergeant and I call him the chief, but they call him sergeant, whatever. Okay. Back at the beach, the chief and Jeffrey are talking about the contract. And he's like, well, go over it more closely. You will see that all expenses are going to be recouped from your son's salary. And then the chief is like, I'm not going to let my son sign this. And he said, thank you, man. And they separate. And this is what big industry does to a lot of hungry black people. Anyway, sports, especially in the music industry. So he's like, it's a no-go. And I'm going to let them know my son's not signing this ish. Back at the Britton table, Mama Britton is letting Leslie know under no circumstances is she to allow Eli to buy any more properties. She needs to do whatever she has to do. And I agree on it. So, in the next scene, we have Petey, which is the kid, the boxing kid, and Papa Sergeant. And Pop's like, hey, what's going on? The paper that I read over that contract, and I had some lawyers look at it, and it ain't worth the paper it's printed on. And he's like, that's a standard contract. That's what Bobby said. Yeah, what Bobby said. You're not signing the damn contract. And he looks over and there's the $500,000. He's like, oh, and by the way, you're not keeping this. I heard that, Pops. Peter's mad. He want that 500 G's. But Pops is determined to take the money back. You not signing with them fools. I said what the fuck I said. Well, he didn't say that, but I had to throw my G's. So after Sid tells Vanessa to stay a buck away from her husband, now you have Anthony and Vanessa sitting down for a dinner where Sid actually let them be alone, but not really. She stayed in the car while Anthony tells Vanessa that he's done. He can't do business with her any longer. Now, I love this couple. Call with them. Call with them. I'm talking directly to you. Don't mess up this couple. So, Anthony gives Vanessa a check. And Vanessa reluctantly takes the check because she knows that the deal is worth billions. And this is just a percent. She wants a part of the deal. So she calls in reinforcements. In the next scene, we have Bobby the Beast getting a massage from Karen. And guess who shows up? None other than the chief. And he is hot. It's fish grease. Okay. Now let me just throw in a little story time here. I used to date a guy that looked just like Ron Rico. He was taller, more muscular, a little bit lighter. And if you remember, his name on Sister was Tyreek. I guess the dude stopped dating me because I used to call him Tyreek. And the sad part is, I don't remember his name. All I remember is me calling him Tyreek or Reek. Oh my word. Because he didn't watch the show Sister, so he didn't have no damn idea who that character was. But baby, when I tell you, he used to get so hot at me and be like, that's not my name. That's not my name. Oh, I wish I could remember what his name was. That's neither here nor there. Back to the show. When I say that the chief is hot, hotter than fish grease, baby, he says that he came to bring the money back. And then I almost called him Rick. Bobby the Beast says, oh, I think you want to hit me. Because he's like, I loaned that money to your son. And he's like, oh, no. Hold up, fella. You're not loaning my son. Yeah, you come and get this with your shady business deal. Now he says, you want to hit me? I wish you would. And tells him I will beat the brakes off your old ass. Now he talking to a cop, by the way, who has his pow with him. So, okay. But at the same time, I see both sides here. I see Pete saying, I'm an adult. I can handle my own business. But most of the time, like I said, just like with the music business, you get involved with these contracts where you end up having to pay everything back. And in the end, you have zero for yourself. Hey, shout out to Tony Braxton. Shout out to TLC, if you know what I mean. Now, they're filming him, and he's like, muck you, and look, put an F in front of it. He said, muck you in that little punk camera. I said what the guy said. All right, Sarge, I'm with you when you're right. Now, it's really weird how Ron Rico is telling Sarge that he's going to beat the brakes off his old ass when they probably about the same age. In real life. But I guess on here, Bobby the Beast is supposed to be in his early 30s. That's all I can give him. That's all I can give. Sarge tell Bobby, you better stay up away from my son. You heard what I said? Then one of Bobby's little minions come up to him who was filming. You think this kid is worth all that? Man, I know he's worth all that. And in the next scene, some fat dude runs into Anthony and his partner. So they meet with Cora. And so they're in Eric. So and Aries is Cora's son. And so they are, telling them that, you know, still acting as if business is as usual. But he lets them know, Anthony lets Cora know that he has several business ties with Vanessa, the person who introduced them in the first place. Now, remember, Cora is supposed to allegedly be going legit. That tickled me. And I'm laughing at that was funny. Because we know better than that. But anyway, if you know anything about Carl Weber books, like I said, Cora is, in my introduction, Cora is a member or was doing business with the Duncans. He double-crossed the Duncans and bada boo, bada bang. He decided to go legit because you don't double-cross the Duncans. Not in one Carl Weber book do you double-cross the Duncans. And that's a fact. Well. What do you know? The fat dude has done business with Cora. Very coincidental, I'd say. But he goes up to him and tells him, hey, you and your boss, you owe me $2 million. I want my money. He said, give us a few more weeks. He said, nothing doing. And you know what that means when you owe me money. You're going to pay me plus interest. So Anthony and his partner are over there listening to the conversation. And they about to count on boy for $2 million. Yeah, he is, because he's about to close his account. Fat dude's name, by the way, happens to be Philip. And on the way out, Philip knows he's in trouble and he pisses his pants. And that, my friends, is the end of the episode. Get ready for episode 4, season 2. So the name of episode 4 is Summer Soiree. Soiree. Hey, I don't speak French. I think it's soiree. Soiree. Hey, I didn't take French either. I can read a little Spanish because I took that. Anyway. And Malcolm and Vanessa are going to throw a little family yacht party. But guess who's invited? Not one person, not 2 people. The entire upper echelon of the Black Hamptons. So, apparently, I'm not the only one that can pronounce soiree good. Mrs. Britton couldn't either. But anyway, the point is, I'm just saying. So, the point is, the episode opens up with Malcolm and Vanessa making the plans. They show the invitation to Mama Britton, and like I said, she was having trouble pronouncing the word as well. But anyway, she thinks it's a fabulous idea because she's going to do her little business, business deals there. And mind you, remember, in the back of her mind, she has on her mind that Papa Britton is about to get out of prison. But she's still working on ways to stop that. Well, what do you know? The Brittons invite the Johnsons to the soiree. Whoever would have thunk it? Now, mind you, Sid doesn't want to go. The kids are excited because they know that's time to network. Come on, rich people. Rich people. We living like rich black folks up on the Black Hampton. Don't turn down invitations to soirees on the yacht. No. Don't ever do that. She's so mad she doesn't even realize that she is, Sydney is, that she is hindering her children from a very good business opportunity. She's just like, oh, it's time for us to go. We got to go find out who's going to be your mentors. Boy, she's going to be surprised when she find out who's the mentors. In the next scene, we have Jeffrey and Leslie. And they are talking about business. And remember, she's feeling neglected because Jeffrey is very busy. But what she doesn't know is that he's very, very busy trying to get her uncle out of the prison place. Now, my understanding of this episode or this show is that Leslie is a Britton by blood, not by marriage. She's actually Papa Britton's niece. Okay? So it's really a surprise to everyone. She doesn't know that that's what he's doing. So she's feeling very neglected. But he has promised her that he will indeed go to the soiree because she got her invitation as well. So the Coras also get an invitation. And they don't want to pass up this opportunity to do shady business. Never that. No, not with the Coras. I don't know why I thought their names were Taylor and Tyler and they were twins. Maybe I got that from the book. But apparently her name is Gabrielle on here, the daughter of Sid and Anthony. But anyway, we're at the church where they're getting their assignments on who's going to be their mentors. So Tyler is upset because his mentor is going to be the preacher. And guess who Gabrielle's mentor is? No, I'm wrong about that. Nope, I was definitely right. Mama Britton is going to be Gabrielle's mentor. Ooh, that's going to put a damn bee right all up in Sydney's bunny. She's already dealing with the gossip on the island there on the beach. Then she's dealing with the Brittons. Then she's dealing with Anthony, dealing with the Britton behind her back. Also coming up, she's about to have to deal with Vanessa's sister, who's coming to town to put Anthony in his place. And the next thing we have Karen. And Karen is perturbed because Bobby the Beast decides he's going to invite none other than Jeffrey, his boxing protege, instead of Karen herself. And she's just like, what the hell? Baby, this is business. Always business with old Bobby. And the next thing, guess who else gets an invitation? Oh, these invitations are beautiful. They are written on what appears to be a mirror. And you can see your reflection in the invitation. Baby, when I tell you this is high-end stuff up on this show. But anyway, Everett and Morgan get an invitation. Honey. Baby, when I tell you that this is about to blow up, baby, I'm here to let you know that y'all party is going to be busting. Is you? But let me get off this. Back to the show. So Anthony is in the next scene arguing with the Koreans about how they're tying up the phones in the warehouses and they need to make a move because remember, Cora wants to up the date on getting apps out because that's their contribution because Aries, if my memory serves me correctly, is a computer genius. So Sid comes home, like I said, all scrawled up in the face, and Tyler comes downstairs and he says, Dad, Gabby's been upset for the last 3 hours. And then Anthony says, why is she upset? 'Cause I guess y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all don't remember how she treated us last year? And Anthony says, even so, she may have treated us a certain way and we almost lost our business because of it. What am I saying? I think I'm agreeing with Sid. I don't forgive and forget that easily. And he says, but baby, listen, baby. She is one of the smartest and most brightest. Did I say most brightest? Well, he said it. Brightest. You don't need the most in front of it. Business women in America. Get your panties out of a bunch. Get with the program. This is business. Now, mind you, everybody needs to remember what's business. And stand on business, in the words of that little boy that belongs to T.I. Oh, snap. Sydney is still hot. Hot as fish grease. But Anthony and the kids, they're going to the yacht party. I heard that. Now Anthony's standing on business. So, what do you know? The partner, Anthony's partner, whose name has escaped me at this moment, is meeting with Cora. And Cora lets him know, I suspect that those phones should be in America. And so we can distribute them in the next week or so. You feel me? You heard me? And then he texts Anthony and says, oh, we're running out of time, buddy. He said, just hold off for a minute. And he says to him under his breath, man, only if you knew what I had to do to hold this mother sucker off. But anyway, guess who walks in? None other than the Britton sister. Apparently, they had a past. So the fast tail heifer comes in flirting with him. I call a grown woman a fast tail heifer. I'm not talking about a child. So fast tail heifer uses her feminine wiles and, makes him reminisce on their past together. And she lures him back to her boudoir, if you will. But mind you, she's not there for a job to seduce partner. She's there to seduce Anthony. Now here we go. Now she knows she got him right when she wants him right. Even when we was married, I was married. I never stopped thinking about you. Oh, really? Don't try this high school mess with me, he tells her. I was right. His name is Mike. I was about to call him Mac. That's why I didn't want to say his name on there. But anyway, she just called his name. His name is Mike. Partner. Anyway, she stops him. And then he's like, okay, again, you're not going to start something and not finish it again. And then he gets up and walks out. I don't blame him. Helpful. So the hussey's name is Alyssa. And apparently, she's a chef. Because once we get to the soiree, which is about to get underway, she's there serving the food. The Brittons are pleased with the outcome, and all the Black Hamptons are there, and they are all pounding each other, including Baby Britton. I'm going to call him Baby Britton. That's Malcolm and Vanessa's son. So Malcolm goes downstairs, and who does he run into? Mr. Morgan, honey. And they have a conversation. He's like, whose idea was it to invite me anyway? And he says, my wife. And he says, figures. Then she comes flouncing her tail down there talking about some. Malcolm, it's time for pictures. The man is unhappy. I don't care how many long dollars he got in his pocket. The man is in love with a man. And the man is in his heart, honey. So the neglected wife, Miss Leslie, is talking to Aries. But remember, they're really supposed to just be getting into business. But Aries doesn't really care about Jeffrey standing right over there handling business on the phone because he knows he's going to slide in now because she's the neglected wife, right? So the neglected wife, Leslie, is told by her husband that he has to leave. He goes to kiss her. She turns her head, and he dips. Phone in tow. Why? Because he's trying to get Papa Britton out of jail. So, of course, Mama Britton does what she does best. She gets on the mic and reminds them that they are family. So her main goal is to remind them that Eli is on the move and they need to unite. Sydney decides to come, but she looks so unhappy. I told you, she has a bee in her bunny. So, it appears that Vanessa's sister is the perfect person to get back at Sid for messing up her business deal. So, why? You say? Because she's a cook. And the way to Anthony's heart is through his thumb. And baby, he is tearing up that little mess of food that she cooked over there. But anyway, the point is, It's like, which one is the wife? And Vanessa points out the bitch over there with the scowl on her face. That's looking unhappy. Well, she's unhappy because she's around you and she's around your mother-in-law. The two people that she hates the most on the show. For now. Now, Sid don't play. So she goes up to Mama Brittany and tells her that she knows that she orchestrated the plan to get Gary to be her mentee. And she says, no, I've been mentoring women in this program for years, and I suggest you back off. Why would I do that? That's my child. It may be your child, but I would never use a child to get in your good graces. The world doesn't revolve around you, Mrs. Johnson. Then Anthony walks up and says, y'all playing nice? No, they're not. Anthony goes against Sid once again. There goes that scowl again. She's angry. But she knows, just as well as Anthony, that she's well connected in the community. And so as soon as they separate, what does Mama Brittany do? She goes to introducing Gabrielle to the big wigs.
Wait, come on, Kimberly. Let's go.
Sid, baby, you need to stop this shit. You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing yourself and the family. Did I get Lamont? I think I got his voice pretty good. Girl, I'm telling you. I'm pretty good at these impressions, if I might say so myself. So we have Bobby. He's still finessing Jeffrey. Petey. And he's looking at baby Brandon, his ex-girlfriend. He's seeing he wants to get a piece of baby Brittany. And old Bobby the Beast sees a window of opportunity. He said, you can get her if you want her. Do you want her? More than anything in this world, child, you making a deal with the devil. So he makes a move. None other than Bobby. What does he do? Gets on the mic, lets him know that Petey is his protege, and makes it official and give him the BTB chain and the Brittons again. Now who sees it? Yeah, it's the Brittons. Because Martin is having issues with Mr. Bobby the Beast. And Petey is having issues with baby Brent. And it is not looking good for him and old girl. Okay. Oh, snap. We back at Bobby's house. And what do we find? Karen. And Karen cannot get in touch with him. They're like, baby, chill out now. You know, you can't get in touch with him out there on the yacht. There's no service out there. And she's sitting there calmly and patiently, and they getting ready to play cards and chop it up. And who walks in? A little skeezer with the same bracelet that Karen has. Karen's getting ready to whoop her ass. You know those sisters don't play? Sid and Karen. So ex-girlfriend, who is currently girlfriend and ex-girlfriend at the same time, until she stick around long enough, she might get a chain. Now, by the way, let me just say this. Angela Black China, has she not screwed her face so much? You know, she was a pretty girl, but she looks a mess now. You know, holes in her skin, all the tattoos and everything else, those cheekbones and the light niches. Yeah. She was selling light niches and lighting up her skin. Now, all that set to the side and everything else I just said, she plays the hell out this role, by the way. So they usher the heifers out while they getting ready to fight over him at the house. He's over there down to the yacht, flirting with Martin's other lady, Miss Sinclair. And he's doing what he does best. A little messy thing. And they say women are messy. So his little flirting tail introduces himself. I'm Bobby the Beast. And she's like, I know who you are. Can we do a little private showing, you know, something just between the two of us? You know, real intimate and whatnot. Her mind is elsewhere. Why? Because she wants Martin. And so do I. I'm just saying. So Martin walks up and he's perturbed. And he's like, well, your girl was I'm her man. Man, I'm getting stalker vibes from you. That's you. That's you. Well, she was about to show me a private showing. No, I wasn't. Now, she was flirting back with him, but now she's all feigning innocence because, you know, Martin is now claiming her. And Martin lets her know, I'm tired. I'm tired of this dude coming up on women that belong to me. Well, hey, look at him. You didn't notice that girl? He's still claiming Karen. Ooh, Mama Brent to the rescue, and she's not playing. He's like, well, you better get your son. He's over here trying to show out in front of his itch. Put a bee in front of him. She says, I tell you what, I don't give a fuck who you are. What you gonna do is get up off my ship, bitch. You don't cuss a woman in my presence. Do you understand me? She's sounding like Felicia Allen when she told off, Felicia Rashad. When she told, what was his name? Edward. Well, it doesn't matter what his name was. Anyway, she told him, you better be glad, my daughter is with you before you not have any kids anytime, anywhere, in a place. And you remember that? Yeah, that's what she sounded like right there. Yeah. I've been thrown out of nicer places than this, Mama Britt. I show myself off of your little tugboat. Did Mama Britt look like she was worried? Well, I mean, he's been thrown off nicer places, but does he have a tugboat? I don't think he has one on the show yet anyway. Mama Britt don't play, like I said. Well, now we have Aries and Leslie. And she wants more to drink. And Aries said, oh, no, sis. You had too many. Well. Mr. Chris, who has an interest in Kimberly and Mama Britt. But Kim more has an interest in him than he has in her. But I just realized both Kimball and Blue, his name is Blue Kimball, and Aries favor. And I was getting mixed up at first, but I was saying, what is he doing talking to Mrs. Brent? Then I came up with the conclusion that they just favor. Okay, back to the show. So now, Chris is letting her know that Jeffrey is doing the most to get Papa Brent out of prison. And she's like, well, I don't care what it is. You're supposed to be the best. I want you to get on your job. I can go harder if you want me to. And she says, no, I'm supposed to be the dutiful wife. Uh-oh. Looks like your little shady tricks aren't working, Mama Brent. So as the guests leave, everybody's being polite, and Mama Brent tells Gabby she's excited to be working with, and Sia comes up behind her, and she doesn't say a word. She just walks off like Giselle. And, of course, who's polite? Anthony. And he gives her a proper goodbye. Now, why did she tell them to go make her another grandbaby, Vanessa and Matthew? Now, that mama know that man don't want no cuckoo-choo. Well. We down to the prison, and what are we doing? Me, Jeffrey, and Papa Britton, and some good little small bottles of liquor that he snuck in the prison, are having us a jolly good old time. And why? Because Papa Britton is coming home. But hold up, wait. There's more. By the time they are all leaving, they run into Sid and his family, Sid and her family, and Anthony. And the cops let them know that their warehouse has been robbed. Oh my goodness. More bad news for Anthony and these damn phones. Is he going to get out of it? Well, we'll see on the upcoming recap episode 5. And I will bring that to you sometime next week. And with that, I'm going to close. And as I do, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is going to be my first video under my new name, Reality a tea with Diva D. All right, that's going to be that. Now signing off. Oh, by the way, they did inform Cora that everything was taken, even the phones. Oh, don't forget to share the video as well, and like the video, share the video, share the video. Remember, new name under new management. But in the words of Genuine, the same old Diva D.